Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this month's Building Fundamentals with Brendon Benfield. We are going to be running through those key and basic elements of getting you earning at dew point. We do this every month, ladies and gentlemen. So every month we give you the opportunity. Let me move my face out the way here for a second. There we go. We do this for you every single month. So if you are a brand new wealth engineer, then this happens on the first Monday of every single month. As you build your channel with us, we encourage you to bring people that you've connected in the month before to this training session at the beginning of each month. My objective with you this evening, as it is on every evening like this, is to get you earning as fast as possible with dew point. And so, welcome to all of you here this evening that have joined us, lead wealth engineers and your channels. I'm hoping by the end of this evening, you are realizing the full value of dew point and you are equipped to get out there and start rewarding yourself. We have got something that we talk about in pretty much all of our training at the moment, but something I'm going to bring up with you again. Point where I was like, hang on, there actually is a way where I need to earn quickly with dew point. And this is the step-by-step guide to do it. It starts with a daily checklist of activity. And each day you have to tick off what you have done and what you haven't done. And where you're able to do each one of these three things every single day, you will start to earn and then begin to earn quicker and quicker with us here at dew point. The first step is first point growth. What is first point growth? We're going to dig into it in a minute. The second is visibility, and the third is engagement. We want you to do these three things, so let's break those three things down for you this evening. First point growth. This is growing your connections, your personal connections at dew point. If you're able to grow, you're going to be building a base of income that recurs every month that starts getting you things like achievers checks, rank up bonuses, and qualifying you ultimately for the trips and the cars, etc. So the objective is to get you earning, and it starts with first point growth. First point growth is absolutely critical because it creates the momentum. Talking about first point growth. Well, first point growth is you personally connecting people to dew point. If you don't do that, there is no channel. It has to start with you connecting people to dew point. When you connect people to dew point, you've now put people in play in your channel that can then do the same as you. Except first point growth doesn't stop at any point in time. And this is something that wealth engineers often struggle with. And it's something we have to keep reminding them. Until you've reached a critical mass in your channel, which is probably around rank 16, you need to set the example to all the people you connect to dew point by continuing to connect people yourself. I really do battle with this with many of our wealth engineers right up into our senior ranks where they stop for various reasons. Personal circumstances, exhaustion, feeling like they've made it, all sorts of things lead to people stop. And when they stop connecting people, their channel, those that they've connected, look at them and go, oh, okay, we can just relax. We can stop. And they stop and it all falls apart. It all falls apart. And so, number one thing on your daily checklist, ladies and gentlemen, is to ensure that every day you are connecting South Africans to us. If you don't remember what connecting is, there is in fact a video under our training section, under tools in our app that speaks to what connecting is. Fundamentally, it is showing South Africans our introduction presentations and getting them signed up into the system. That's what we're going to talk about a little bit more, but that's what connecting is. As you start in building your channel, it will take a while to break the inertia. The inertia of something is how much energy it requires to get it moving. So imagine trying to push a motor car by yourself. In the beginning, it's impossible. But as you gather up your friends, the more friends you have, the easier it gets. Your rank ups start occurring, all sorts of things start to happen, and you start to succeed at dew point. But you have to break that inertia by continually putting first pointers in. So again, over the years, we've spoken to wealth engineers who've said, but I put 10 people in, I put 15 people in, and nothing's happening. Folks, it's not going to happen at 10 or 15 people. It's about putting 3 or 4 or 5 people in every single month. Month after month after month after month. If you can do 20 people in a month, do 20 people month after month after month. If you can do 100 people in the month, put 100 in every single month. And as you put these in, it's the consistency of example in your channel that will result in the breaking of inertia is broken, and all of a sudden your inertia will translate into momentum, and you will find your channel growing and growing and growing and growing and growing here at Dew Point. That's what you want to happen. Your first point growth's primary and initial objective is to get you qualified to earn. And the individuals that you put into your channel, that you connect on your first point, you want to get them. Never log in with them and never show them or do any of the training with them. So those individuals never learn how to earn. They never do the minimum criteria required to earn at Dew Point. And then they fall away and you end up spinning your wheels. You're putting people in, but your channel's not growing. Your income's not increasing because everybody you put in through it here as well. If you don't connect people properly into Dew Point, they will never engage with our system. And if they never engage with us, they're never ever going to stay in your channel. They're going to fall away because they never learned how to earn here at Dew Point. So let's start. How do you earn at Dew Point? Well, you've got to start with a returns program. The returns program is that repetitive income. It's that money that comes in constantly, month after month after month after month. That's what you want. I know many people have joined Dew Point going for an achiever's check or a rank up check. I understand that. Fantastic, you get those as well. But those are once off. They do not keep the roof earning. So if you want to earn now in April, you need to be paid in April. So you can't say, I've joined, but I'm not going to pay. I'm going to connect people, and when they've paid, I'll start earning, then I'll pay. You will not earn a cent at Dew Point until you've paid. So the first thing you got to do when you join Dew Point is make sure you get paid. Then in the month that you're paid, now in that month you can earn. If you then go into May and stop paying, you won't earn in May. You have to pay every single month that you want to earn in, okay? At Dew Point, we're about recurring income. By getting you and you setting the example and getting the rest of your channel to pay every single month, we're able to create a recurring income back to you every month. Okay, so criteria number 1, make sure you pay. Then what you need to do is connect 3 people who pay. I'm actually going to pop off the screen here. I want you to see the full thing without my face in it, okay? You're going to hear my voice, but you're not going to see my face. Okay. Once you have connected 3 South Africans to Dew Point, how do you do that? You show them an introduction presentation and get them signed up and plug them into the training, okay? Once you've connected 3 people and they have paid, they must pay too for at least 1 product or service. Then when they do in the same month that you pay, you now earn. You are now a qualified wealth engineer, or QWE. As a QWE, you're earning. And every month where you pay and at least 3 of your first pointers are paid, you earn. Every single month that happens, okay? The more people you add to your first point, the more likely you'll earn every month because you only need 3 and you start earning. So if you've got 10 or 15 or 100 or 300 people on your first point and they're all paying, you know that every month you're qualified. If somebody doesn't pay or falls off or lapses or cancels, it doesn't matter because you've always got that minimum of 3. That's all you need is 3. Put hundreds on your first point and you'll always be earning with us. Now, these guys are going to go and they're going to connect people because if you've trained them properly and they understand how to earn, they're going to want to become QWEs. They're going to want to become qualified wealth engineers. And they have to do the same thing as you to become a qualified wealth engineer. They have to find 3 people who pay in the same month that they pay. Once they've done that, they're now qualified and so they now start earning. This is your objective. Your objective is to earn yourself and to ensure that everybody you connect earns so that they stay and pay. Because everybody staying and paying is creating that bigger and bigger income for you. They're getting you ranked up in the XP Rewards program. They're getting you achievers checks. They're getting you all sorts of things. They've got to stay and pay. So your objective is to get everybody you connect to Dew Point to be qualified. How do you get them qualified? You teach them. Show them what they've got to do. Show them the example by having done it yourself, and they will start doing it. Now, these people that your first pointers have connected fall into what you call your second point. The second point is just a distance away from you. You connected someone who connected someone. They are 2 points of distance away from you, okay? You want to earn on these people. You're qualified to earn on your first point already by being a QWE, but now you want to earn on everybody in your channel. So in order to earn on any other point in your channel, you simply have to have the corresponding number of QWEs on your first point. So in other words, if you want to earn on 2 points, you need 2 qualified wealth engineers. If you want to earn on your third or your fourth or your fifth point, you need a third or a fourth or a fifth qualified wealth engineer on your first point. So in this particular example, we want you now to earn on that second point. So you've got to get a second person on your first point to become a qualified wealth engineer. Now, given that that's your primary objective, remember, your objective is to get people qualified so they stay and pay. The more you get qualified, the more points you will be earning on in your channel. To earn on 2 points, you need 2. Now, these folk are going to start connecting people as well. They're 3 points of distance away from you, but you want to earn on them. How do you earn on them? Get a third person on your first point qualified. Now, you know the process. Keep connecting first pointers, keep getting first pointers qualified, and you will earn on a bigger and bigger and bigger channel. It's that simple, ladies and gentlemen. The control lies in your hands. You don't need qualified people on other points in your channel. There's none of that. You control it all on your first point. The people you connect, you get them qualified. If you get them qualified, you earn on your entire channel. Okay, super simple principle, very, very important, and it talks to that first daily checklist item of connecting people to Dew Point. Now, folks, you can find all of this on our app. You're going to click on training. It's the tools button at the bottom. I'm going to show you just now. But what we want you also to do is we want you to make sure you get people paid. And so you'll see a little menu button to the top left-hand corner of your app. We call it the burger menu. It's 3 white stripes. Click on that and look, it opens up the settings in your channel. The settings in your channel menu gives you a whole bunch of stuff that you can see. Click on preferences. You see the little preferences there? Click on the preferences and it's going to open up a menu with a bunch of options. We want to get people paid straight away. If they are paid straight away, then you are earning straight away with Dew Point. You're securing them. They've put money on the table. You now know they're going to go and work. They're going to get out there and they're going to start getting people in. Okay? If they haven't paid, it's very likely they're going to do nothing. They're going to do nothing that they haven't paid. So make sure we get them paid. To do that, we've given you 2 options. You can then also set your entire channel to do the same thing by pressing the second button below. This means that everybody that your channel puts in will immediately be given the debit order option for the next immediate debit order option. And that means that you know that everybody connecting into your channel from your first point all the way down is now paying immediately when they connect. If you think about anything you buy online, you have to pay first before you get the benefit. So you want to do this in your channel. This is how you get the achievers checks. When you see people getting those 5, 10, 20,000 Rand achievers checks, they've done it by making sure people pay immediately so that by the end of the month, they have the 20, 40, 60 people in and paid in their channels, and they are pumping, getting achievers checks, etc. This is what the toggle looks like when it's off. If you see it white, then it's off. If it's blue, it's on. You've got these options. Make sure those bottom 2 are blue, and you will then know that everybody that comes into your channel will pay in the next day, and you'll start getting those payments into your business. Okay, let's bring my face back so that you can see you are actually talking to somebody here this evening. Your to-do, therefore, is never to stop connecting people to your first point. I will guarantee you right now, the moment you stop connecting first pointers, your entire channel will stop connecting first pointers. Those of you who are higher ranks, who have found that your channel has stopped growing, hold yourself accountable. Am I putting in my 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever you're capable of every month? If you're not, your channel won't be doing it. They won't be. Your second objective in connecting first pointers is to ensure that you are qualified to earn. You want yourself paid and at least 3 people on your first point paid, because when you're earning, you're setting the example. When you're qualified, you're setting the example, and then you work towards getting your QWEs on your first point. You want everyone you're connecting to get qualified so that not only they're staying and paying because they're earning as qualified wealth engineers, but you're opening points up in your channel to earn across your entire channel. Build this culture into your channel by talking about this in every meeting you have. In every interaction you have with your wealth engineers, make sure they've set their preferences to immediate debit orders so that they become qualified immediately. Make sure they follow the process of never stop connecting first pointers. If you are doing that, you will find your channel will follow suit, and you'll have a channel that starts to grow month after month after month, and your earnings from month 1 will grow and grow and grow. These are the simple steps. The second thing, step number 2, is visibility. Visibility is absolutely critical in your success at DewPoint. Visibility comes with people seeing you doing and being visible doing the things that are required to be earned. So we've just spoken about how first point growth is absolutely critical. It gets you visible everywhere. We put you on the movers and shakers. We put you on our Facebook and YouTube channels and our TikTok channels. We talk about you at our Super Saturdays. It just gives you vast visibility. But visibility also comes from attendance. We have many events, most of which are online, but some are in person. These events are not only designed for us to communicate with you, train you, motivate you, inspire you. They are also there, ladies and gentlemen, to give you an opportunity to be visible to those you've connected and the rest of your channel. Otherwise, you'd be invisible. How do you see the other people in your channel on a regular basis? With us, we give you this opportunity through our events. Like tonight, Fundamentals of Building. You should be seeing your lead wealth engineers commenting in the comments box right now. In fact, you should be seeing your lead wealth engineers right now writing questions in the chat saying, Brendon's just said how to get qualified. Write your answer in the chat now. Tell me how you get qualified. Not only are they challenging you in your learnings and understandings of the business, but they're showing you that they're there. They're showing you that they're pursuing your earnings. They're pursuing that you also start earning as they have in this, and so on and so on. At these events, we expect you to put your comments in, get engaged with your teams by asking them questions, challenging them, getting their insights into stuff. When we do the introduction presentation, you can ask questions like, where do you think we're going this year? Who's coming with? Do you know what you need in order to qualify for the Rank 9 trip, you see? And that shows your engagement and your visibility in the DewPoint system. So tonight, how do you get visible? Make sure you're connecting first pointers, and DewPoint will do the rest. Secondly, make sure you attend everything, and when you attend, be visible. Put comments in, ask questions, do things that shows people that you are there. And then, of course, through the earnings and the rewards system at DewPoint, you'll naturally be visible. As you rank up or get achievers checks or break the power breaker, your picture is going to be splashed all over the place because DewPoint will recognize you. We always recognize growth. We always do. You ask any of our high flyers, they get streamed across the world through DewPoint. Invisibility is disability, ladies and gentlemen. If you are hiding away, and there are many of you hiding away, many of you watch our introduction presentations, watch our training, join us at our Argonauts, etc., and we never see you. You don't put comments, you've got your cameras all online, engage, put comments in, ask questions, inspire your teams, be on the movers and shakers. It's so easy to get onto the movers and shakers here at DewPoint. You barely have to do anything. Go and look at a previous mover and shaker email, and you'll see the criteria, and you'll know how to get onto it. Make sure you're at our Super Saturdays. I don't understand it. Like, For me, it's a tremendous frustration. We put a lot of effort into our Super Saturdays. We try to put on a really good show. We've had some technical difficulties at our current venue, but we're moving venues to a better venue where I think the technical difficulties is going to fall away. You're going to see details about that at the end of the session. We're very excited about it. But even so, if you're in Gauteng, you should be at our Super Saturday event. And you need to ask yourself why you weren't there. Or you were invisible. You disabled yourself by not attending. Not sure why. What was the problem? What held you away? As we move now to our next venue, which I'm going to show you the details of, very awesome venue, I expect to see you there. And if you are new to Dew Point, make it an absolute priority that you're at Super Saturday. If you're in the Gauteng area. Beyond Gauteng, obviously, you don't have to be there. We do stream it out live, and we will get the tech working perfectly soon. And so you get a perfect event from wherever you are in the country. But if you're in Gauteng, you should be at Super Saturday. I can't tell you how many people outside of Gauteng come to our Super Saturdays live on a monthly basis. And they're from outside. So within, you have no excuses. Do not be invisible. Be at our Super Saturday, okay? And then, of course, testimony videos. You have all these opportunities. I mean, I can't believe it. We've had wealth engineers before saying, no, we don't send in videos for testimonies. What? You have this opportunity to leverage hundreds of thousands of people and get them all to see your testimony, all to see your story. When you go prospecting, you can now point people to our Facebook pages, our YouTube channel, our TikTok channels, to your testimony, and they can see you succeeding and want to connect and be in your teams. It makes absolutely no sense for you to tell your teams not to send in videos. We have the video options when you're an Argonaut or in Super Saturday. If you get invited there, we ask you for videos, and when you rank up. Often we'll ask you when you've ranked up to send in a testimony video. Do it, ladies and gentlemen, because we'll take that video and we'll spread it far and wide, and suddenly you're visible. You're visible. Do not listen to naysayers. When someone says, I don't send in a video, don't be daft. That poor individual has not understood the power of your story of success at Dew Point. Make sure you use all of these options. Our power board, I mentioned we'd look at it again. Every week on Friday, we look at who is pumping. To be on the power board, you need to have connected someone and have had them pay in the same week. How do you make sure someone pays in the same week? In your preferences, you select immediate debit order. If you select that, the payment goes through the next day and you get on the power board. You simply have to have two to be on the power board. Get your head down, get people connected, get them paid, and you are on the power board. This is your accountability board. If you can't get two paid in the week, you've got to start asking questions about how you are trying to connect people. You have to ask yourself those questions. Because if you're doing less than 2 a week, it means you've done less than 8 in a month. Are you doing 2? Are you doing 3? Are you doing 4? Some of you, maybe that's the best you can do, but boy, that slows the process down. You should challenge yourself to make your 3 or 4 into 8. Get yourself to just double the numbers. Instead of doing doing 1 a week, do 2 a week. If you're doing 2 a week currently, say, I want to double that number to 4. If you're doing 4 a week, say, I want to double that number to 8. And you work towards these things. We do have the Power Breaker incentive on at the moment, but that may not necessarily be for everybody. The Power Breaker is a race. It says the first people to hit 25, 35, 45, 55 are going to get a bonus once-off check. And that check grows by $1,000 at a go. At the moment, this month, we have smashed the 35 number. As you can see, I'm going to go back to it. You can see there was Carol smashed 43 this last week. Absolutely crazy. We do wait until consolidation. At consolidation, if they're still standing as paid, then that will become the bar for the next month. At the moment, keep powering forward. You might say, but Brendon, I can't do 25 in a week. That's okay. Race it anyway. If you race 25 and you hit 5, well, there was 5 you didn't have before. If you're somebody who's doing 10, you can say, well, I can't beat McQuenna and Carol at 45. No, well, don't. Race for them and see if you can hit 35. See if you can hit 25. See if you can hit 20. It's 20 you didn't have before. Use these things as incentive and motivation. Hold yourself accountable on the board. At the moment, for the rest of this month, we're pushing for the 45 mark. If anybody can make it, it's a $7,000 check. On top of whatever the previous Power Breaker checks you got in the month were. We've got 55, 65, 75. At 75, someone's going to get a $10,000 check. Someone's getting a $10,000 check at 75. It keeps going up by 1,000 every single time. So I really encourage you, especially if you're new and you don't know where your benchmark is, well, go for it. Absolutely go for it. See where your maximums are. Chase the front runners. Run with the stallions at the front and see how you go with all of this. That's step 2. So it was step 1 of your checklist. First point connections every day to get yourself qualified and earning, and get the first pointers qualified and earning. Step 2, visibility. Be seen. Every event, through your achievements, through your testimony. And the third check box on your checklist every day is engagement. What does it mean to be engaged? It means you know what's going on. It is remarkable how many wealth engineers don't know what's going on. They don't know how to qualify to earn. They don't know how to open points in their channel. They don't know how to get a power breaker check. They don't know how to get achievers checks. And all of this information is readily available to you. It's available on YouTube, in our app, in our sessions we do live like this one. How many of you tonight are learning things for the first time and you've been here for 3 months already? Hold yourselves accountable. I know that's very countercultural in South Africa. In South Africa, we always blame other people. Okay, that's our natural defense. We never go, we did wrong. We say someone else did wrong. In this case, it's often Dew Point. No, well, Dew Point should have. No. Hold yourself accountable. Everything is available to you. Plug in. If you plug in properly, you will know what's going on. Start by gaining knowledge. Know what's happening at Dew Point. Then you'll be able to share that with your channel. And if you share it with your channel, they'll start succeeding. Okay? How do you gain knowledge? Attend everything. Absolutely everything. I chatted to a couple of my lead wealth engineers today ahead of just after the Super Saturday, and they were saying that they've had to whip their guys, saying, where were you on Saturday? Why did you not watch Super Saturday? Oh, we didn't know there was any value in it. What? Why didn't you know there wasn't any value in it? Well, because we don't watch the intros, we haven't watched the training, we don't come to your meetings, we don't know what's going on. See what I'm saying? And so for you, start with you. Make sure you know what's going on. And in order to know what's going on, make sure you come to everything. Even introduction presentations. We start off with the generic, we go through what Dew Point is, but we always end with the latest update of what's going on at Dew Point. There's always tidbits at the end that we put in that are there for people who attend and keep them up to date, give them inside information, give them information ahead of things. Anybody who's detuned or turned off or not come misses that every week. And if you think about how that compounds week on week on week, people who spent 52 weeks coming to introduction presentations know a hell of a lot more than the person who came to one. So make sure as a new person, you attend every intro, every training, every Super Saturday, everything that we do, make sure you attend. If you feel like this is too onerous, and I've mentioned this every month, then you're in this for hobby income. Hobby income won't change your life. You'll get a bit of cash on occasion. You'll always feel a little bit like you're on the outside, that you're not really on the inner circle of Dew Point. Maybe that's all you want. That's okay. But I know that 99% of you are in real financial trouble. Well, then you have to get real serious about what you're going to do to fix that. And so, yes, it is onerous. You know, we've told you in the past at every one of my intro presentations, I talk about how this is hard work. But your job's hard work. Your career's hard work. And they're not paying you. Most of you are not employed. There is nothing to do to create money for you. So you have to work hard. What does it mean to work hard at Dew Point? Every day, you add somebody to your first point. Every day, you make sure people understand how to earn. Every day, you're visible. And every time there's an event, once or twice a week, that's it. Once or twice a week, you're at that event. Physically or online, depending on the event. Make sure you've done all the training. If you don't know something, look it up. If you don't know how Achievers Checks work, don't call client service and go, I don't know how Achievers Checks work. Open your app, click the tools button, watch the training. I think I might have some slides on it. Yes, there's some slides here for you. Let me get out the way again. Here are the slides on it, okay? When you open your app, you click Tools. That's your training button. That's your go-to button to learn about Dew Point. You click there and it opens you up under Getting Started immediately. And each one of these squares, just scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, and you'll be able to get to many, many videos under Getting Started. Each of these are going to teach you, folks, how to do Dew Point. If you're looking how Achievers Checks work, it's under getting started. If you want to know how returns work and how you qualify to earn, it's under getting started. And then once you're done, let me see, yeah. And then once you're done, you can actually click that little arrow next to getting started, and there's even more stuff for you there. Okay, so you've got all of that for you available to you 24 hours a day. Gain knowledge by listening. You're listening tonight to me as we talk. Ask questions of your lead wealth engineers, of your ultimate lead wealth engineers, of client service. Between the combination of training videos, attendance, and asking questions, you will know what's happening. Your lead wealth engineers will often have structures in place, training sessions during the week, intro sessions on the weekends. Plug into that, get engaged, and then all those people you've connected, plug them in. Plug them into attending, into watching the training, into connecting into lead wealth engineer structures, their sessions, their meetings, their WhatsApp groups. And all of a sudden, this knowledge is going to create a confidence in you, and that confidence is going to lead to your success with us. Without the knowledge, you've got no confidence in what you're doing. All right, your journey at Dew Point is all about earning, is it not? We want you to immediately, like if this is your first month, by the end of April, we want you qualified and we want you earning. Okay? What are you going to do that? Put people in. As soon as you've got 3 in and paid, how do you get them paid quickly? With your immediate debit order option under preferences. You get qualified, you'll be earning by the end of April. Put a handful more people in, you'll be getting bonus checks and you'll be paying for your $6.99. It'll be paid already if you can get qualified and earning. So that's your first step. When you do this right, you start earning immediately. We can get you to rank 1 or rank 2 in your first month. And then all of a sudden, you're going to get visible. You're going to get visible. We're going to recognize you. We're going to put your name up at Super Saturday and put your picture up. And if you get an Achievers check, wow, now we're going to spread you all over the place. And more than that, look at how much you've earned. You've paid $6.99, but now you're earning returns. You're earning rank up checks, and you've got an Achievers check in your bank. You would have seen Carol this weekend. She said she earned more than she's years old this last month. How incredible is that? How exciting is that for wealth engineers? Look at that. There isn't a grumpy face on that page. Get your own checks, ladies and gentlemen. Connect your first pointers. Be visible. Engage. And these faces will include your faces as we move forward. Then you keep going. This is the mistake many wealth engineers do. They get a 5,000 Rand check and they stop. Why? Was 5,000 Rand enough money to change your entire financial future? What is that all about? No one will ever be able to explain it to me. If you can get a 5 grand check, you know you can get a 10 grand check. You know you can get a 20 grand check. Keep going. The longer you connect first pointers, the longer you're visible and engage, the more returns and rewards you'll create. The bigger the channel you'll build, the more qualified points in your channel you'll have. You'll rank up more. There are 84,000 Rands worth of rank up checks in the XP Rewards program between rank 1 and rank 8. That's it. Remember, there's 28 ranks in the XP Rewards program. Just to rank 8 is 84,000 Rands worth of checks. The next couple of ranks, you start moving into sort of million Rands worth of rank up checks. And then beyond that, into the tens of millions of Rands worth of rank up checks. You can't get to those upper ranks if you stop when you're rank 2. You can't get there. Or if you're rank 1. You keep that daily checklist going and you'll earn more, rank up more, and your life will be changing. Remember that XP Rewards program. You've seen it in the intro presentations. Every rank up, you've got an exponentially higher check. It's so exciting. I flip and love it. As people move up, life starts changing for them. Look at that, 25,000 Rand check at rank 8. Oh my goodness, what a wonderful scenario to be. 250,000 Rands worth of value in the first 9 ranks. And that's excluding Achievers checks. It's excluding returns. In your first 9 ranks, there's 257,000 Rands worth of value. Come on. And then what do? You keep going. You don't stop. Oh, Brendon, my channel went up and now it's coming down, and then it went up and now it's coming down. You keep going. As you keep connecting, you're going to keep growing your income over time. Even if it's gone up and down, it'll go up, down, up, down, up, down, but it's a constant upward trend. And ultimately, you start getting the big stuff. You start getting the rank 9 family trips. You've seen them. We've been to 9 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. There's 9 of them. I can't even count. My goodness. There's 9 of them you've been to. You've seen us have gone to. Where will we go at the end of this year? Who's coming with? Who's determined to join us on these trips? This is what happens for people who do that daily checklist without ever stopping, even if it takes 3 years, even if it takes 5 years. They never stop on that daily checklist, okay? And then come the cars. As you move past rank 9, you move very quickly to rank 10 and 11, and the first car comes, and then the second car, and then the third car. But if you stop, you can't get these things. The daily checklist is the thing you do every single day. And ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't quit, you will permanently change your financial circumstances. You will be receiving an income that's changed your address. It's changed where your children go to school. It's given you options, ladies and gentlemen, of where to live, where to be educated, and what to do next in life. And more importantly than that, it pays you into your retirement all the way to your death, and then it moves on to the next generation. Each generation at Dew Point can build their asset larger and larger and larger. Where are you in this process? How long will you endure? How big an income will you create for yourself? Hold yourself accountable to those questions. Hold yourself, not Dew Point, accountable for those. How many of you will reach 100 payments? 100 months of financial freedom. How many of you will reach that? We're excited to see it. We have a massive club of individuals who've received 100 payments and are continuing. In another 8.5 years' time, when Dew Point's 17 years old, we'll have people that have got 200 payments from Dew Point. Wouldn't that be great to be earning every month for the next 8.5 years? That's what 100 payments translates to. Your ultimate recognition, your ultimate reward will of course be a lifetime recurring income, but it is also a complete change in your life. There is recognition, there is status at being at Dew Point, and there is reward. Reward beyond the financial, ladies and gentlemen, way beyond the financial. Those that have joined Dew Point have lived lives that are completely different than the lives of their peers over the last decade with Dew Point. Long before you'd even known about Dew Point, people were going on holidays, getting cars, making friends, and feeling value in themselves. That is what Dew Point gives you, where you do the daily checklist and you never give up. You persevere through the ups and the downs. In South Africa, we're so used to collapsing when things get tough. It's just embarrassing. You read the newspaper, you see what's going on out there, and it's embarrassing. Do not be that. Do not follow the example of the leaders in our country. Become your own leaders in South Africa today, and never collapse when things go down, but stand on your feet, stand on the truth, and grow from strength to strength, from mountain to valley to mountain to valley. Every time the peak's getting higher, your earnings growing higher, and your asset base bigger, and your life better. That's what we want to do. You have to start now. If you joined Dew Point in March and you didn't connect 3 people, you're not earning. When we do consolidation on the 17th of April, you don't get anything. That's no good. So don't make that mistake now into April. Start right now. Right now, these last 2 days of March. Start connecting people, start getting them paid, and into April you'll become qualified, and all the earnings that we've discussed this evening will start flowing to you. Start right now. Don't wait another minute. Start creating earnings for yourself. It's the reason you joined Dew Point, and it's the reason all your wealth engineers joined Dew Point. So let's do that final reminder. You want to learn how to earn quickly at Dew Point? Well, you do the daily checklist. First point connections every single day. Every single day you introduce a new person to Dew Point. Use that weekly power board as your accountability guide. Secondly, be visible. Are you visible? Are you engaging in all of our online events? Are you coming to all of our offline events? Are you putting questions into the chat? Are you greeting? Are you announcing yourself? Are you challenging your team in the chat so they see you? They know that you're there. Are you in Super Saturday? Are you on the movers and shakers? Are you being recognized for ranking up and getting achievers checks? And then engage. Step number 3. Every day engage with Dew Point. Attend our events, do the training, ask the questions, be part of your lead wealth engineer structures, engage and know what's happening at Dew Point, and you'll succeed. If you do every one of these every day, there will be no stopping you. No stopping you at all. Watch our Super Saturday and you'll see how others have done this checklist and how they have been recognized, how they've earned, and how they've changed their lives. Alrighty, last thing for this evening, ladies and gentlemen, Super Saturday at the end of April. I believe it's on the 25th of April. I could be wrong. Let me check my diary here quickly so that I can just quickly confirm with you. because I think April is an unusual month. Yes, it is Saturday the 25th, if I'm not mistaken. We will confirm later, but Saturday the 25th is our next Super Saturday, and we're moving to a new venue. It's a bigger venue, it's got more seats, and it's more equipped for what we do than the Ster-Kinekor Cinema. Although I've loved being in the cinema, we want to make it even better for you. We're taking you here. Look at that auditorium. This auditorium seats 255 people. It's proper setup for audio and visual. And we're going to set ourselves up there. We're going to stream it live out of there. And it's going to be incredible. So what do we need from you, ladies and gentlemen? Visibility and engagement. Where are you going to be on the 25th of April? Where are you going to be? And all the people that you connect through the month of April, where are they going to be? Where are they going to be? April and May are interesting months. They come with lots of public holidays. Public holidays are the best days to be connecting wealth engineers to Dew Point on. They are the absolute best. People are at home. They've got time. All of their details are around them, so you can fika them and get their bank details in and all of that. They are the best. What are you doing with the public holidays in April and May? What are you doing with them? I'm certainly hoping that you are going to use all these public holidays to grow your channels. And then with all of those individuals that you've connected, where are you going to be on the 25th? You're going to be at Super Saturday. If you're anywhere in the country, you are always welcome to come to Super Saturday in person. But if you're outside Gauteng, we have less expectation of you coming. If you're in Gauteng, you need to be at Super Saturday. We want all 255 plus seats filled on the 25th of April, so that your guests and your wealth engineers are inspired by what they see, motivated to become qualified wealth engineers, QWEs, expanding your earnings, creating leverage and scalability in your channel. Start doing the checklist every single day and you'll succeed. I can't wait to see you guys at Super Saturday at the end of April. Make April huge, fill the room, and let's get you there. Book your tickets for Super Saturday right now. Start booking them now. We do tend to run out of seats. We've got a bigger venue, so we can get more of you in, but book them early. They don't cost anything. This is at the Indaba Hotel. It's actually just a few kilometers away from the Cedars Cinema, so very close by. We'll give you the exact details. At this venue, everybody gets free tea and coffee. Everybody gets free parking. It's so much better than the last one. So come and bring your people. Come and see us, guests and wealth engineers. We want it to be an epic day at the Indaba Conference Center in Joburg. We'll send you the details. It's going to be an awesome time. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. That is all you need to know with regards to how to build a Dew Point. That's all you need to know. If you can do those 3 simple things every single day, you will succeed with us. Start today. Tonight you can do training. You can talk and prospect to people this evening. Tomorrow you can have them paying already. You can have them learning already. And tomorrow night at the introduction presentation, be there. Be with your guests, First Point Connection. Be visible in the chat. Put your questions in for your teams, because we don't necessarily answer questions, but you can have your team answer your questions, show your visibility, and engage. Engage. Get your Super Saturday tickets booked now. Make sure you're at all the events during the coming months. I'm even going to do another development seminar. I think it's Thursday, the 16th of April, but I'll confirm with you. I'm going to be doing the XP Rewards program this month. I did qualifying in February. I did qualifying points in your channel this last month, and I'm going to get you XP Rewards channel, XP Rewards program in April. So you've got all of this coming up. First point introductions, visibility, engagement. Go and make April epic, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you're a lead wealth engineer that's been here 10 years, or whether you've been here 10 hours and you're brand new, go and make April epic for yourselves. All of this is for you. We want you to be earning and succeeding with us. All right, ladies and gentlemen, go do it. We'll see you tomorrow night, 6:30 at the intro. Have fun, make some money. We'll see you soon.